Welcome back to another video. We are officially at day 5. So now we are 25 days away from my 30th birthday. And I'm going to say this every video, but I'm excited as we approach closer to the day. So again, we're going to be stepping into number 5. Let's get into it. So number 5 is cry out loud when I need to. And this one is, I think, something that I really needed to write down because I am not a crier. I am not someone that expresses my emotions that way, but like a good cry sometimes you just need a good cry, right? And I think that oftentimes because I'm like what you call the strong friend, so that means that like oftentimes people depend on me or like people will come and cry to me. But it's hard for me to be able to express my emotions through like tears. But I think like I need to. I think that sometimes crying allows you to get a weight off of your shoulders. Sometimes crying allows you to release something that's been like bottled up. Cause I think I mentioned it a few videos ago that these last 2 years have been probably the hardest 2 years of my life. And it's not just of COVID. We all know COVID was, right? But it wasn't just COVID, but it was COVID compounded with going back to school and obtaining my nursing degree, which was hell on earth. Compounded on top of that with losing my father, and then 3 months losing my grandfather, who's the father of my father, right? So it was a lot. And sometimes I'm like, did I grieve properly the loss of my father? Because I can only account a few times that I cried. And not to say that I needed to cry a whole bunch of times, but I found myself being strong for the people around me so much, like my mom and my siblings and stuff like that, that like, I don't know if I allowed myself to just a good old cry, like a piercing, letting it all out cry. And I realized that I don't do that. And I feel like I need to do that more often, or allow myself the permission to do that, because like I could be watching a movie, child, and my ass will get teary-eyed. Oh my goddamn movie. And I feel like that's the only time my husband walked by, he was like, I know you're not tearing up over this show. And I was like, he died though. But like when stuff happened in my life, like currently in real life, child, eyes dry. And I'm like, that's a problem. So like I want to give myself permission to cry, and not just cry, but cry out loud when I need to, regardless if other people are around. And I'm trying to step away from the idea that I don't need to cry because I'm being strong for the people around me. Like they'll be okay. Like if I need to do that, I'm not gonna step away or like bottle it up simply for those around me, or even for like myself. Because I think that's part of my shield, and that's part of my my armor, is that the fact that I am the strong friend, so that I hold that tight. So yeah, number 5, cry out loud. So today's message, right, is to, even though you're the strong friend, cry out loud when you need to, right? And I'm talking to myself now, right? I'm preaching to myself. But I think that a lot of us are oftentimes a strong friend. And you know the expression of like, check on your strong friends, like see how your strong friends are doing because we're not okay. And this last 2 years is the epitome of the fact that like we were not okay. So I'm giving myself permission moving forward to cry out loud. So thank you again for joining me on this, well, I was gonna say this week's, but today's video. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's talk about it below. Like, do you tap into your emotions that way, like crying, or do you feel comfortable crying, or don't you, and why? Well, thank you for coming again, and see you all in the next video.